This is the News on 6, 10 o'clock update.
Thousands woke up to an icy mess last Friday, and now there's a chance for a repeat tomorrow morning. Good evening. I'm Paul Sorrell.
And I'm Terry Hood. Our top story at 10, the threat of severe weather.
Many of us saw 60 degrees today, but Jim's in the Weather Center to tell us about a dramatic change. Jim?
Voluntary, the cold air is whistling our direction. Now, not a lead pipe cinch, the wintry precip, but there's a chance of that tomorrow morning. I don't think there's any way we can avoid the cold weather. Let me show you some of the temperatures right now, and you can see a little wind shift line. It's already moved through the Tulsa area. Here's the cold front moving down through north central Oklahoma. Already Blackwell down to 35 degrees, 49 by the time you get to Pawnee, 55 degrees in the Bixby area. So it's going to be a few hours before the cold air gets into Tulsa. I'd say we'll be back down into the 30s by, say, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock this morning. Look off to the south and east. Temperatures in the mid-60s down over parts of LaFleur County. But we can wave bye-bye to the warm air. The cold air is moving our way, and that chance of wintry precip is there tomorrow morning. I'll tell you more in just a moment. Paul?
Okay, Jim. See you then.
Today's weather was so nice, some people hit the links. At the same time, some local golf store owners are teed off at thieves who are stealing their most valuable golf clubs. A rash of burglaries occurred last year, costing stores and clubhouses thousands of dollars. News on 6 reporter Shay Garrison says some owners have taken drastic measures to drive the burglars away.
Golf's popularity has grown tremendously in the past few years. Because of that, thieves are going to great lengths to get their hands on some of the most expensive golf clubs. Brian Baker is the owner of Baker's Custom Golf Store in Tulsa. It was burglarized 4 times last year.
It was just a smash and grab, and it would usually happen about the time that the police were changing shifts, and it'd be consistent. You could just about bank on when it was going to happen.
He wasn't the only one. Nearly every golf store and pro shop around town was hit and had to heighten security. Baker put bars on windows and now uses government security film.
Which I don't like to do in this nice area, but you practically have to protect yourself.
Golf shop owners say the Callaway Big Bertha Club is stolen more than any other. Police say they believe there's even a black market right here in town for the more expensive clubs. The Big Berthas are found in many golf bags, but once they're stolen, they're hard to track down. That's because many golf clubs have serial numbers on them, and Callaway doesn't. Baker says thieves hit hard last year in the peak of the golf season, and without the Big Bertha, his sales took a hit.
They were all hard to get, and they were all very much in demand.
Baker lost $30,000 to burglaries over the course of 1998. He says that's partly due to the fact he couldn't meet the demand. He hopes this year he'll stay at even par. Shay Garrison, the News on 6.
Police say the rash of burglaries have stopped for now. Some of the store owners say they'll continue to have officers keep an eye out.
The controversy continues in the Cherokee Nation. Some of the boycotting council members spoke out today. Troy Poteet says he refuses to attend council meetings because of the agenda. He says other council members and Chief Joe Byrd are placing items back on the agenda that led to the boycott in the first place.
They picked this time to bring up these old items that they knew that we would never agree to and never would let them get passed because they think that the political pressure will be intense at this time on us to come in for a meeting.
Poteet says he will show up if Byrd will call a special meeting with only the budget on the agenda.
Well, one day does make a trend. That was Monday. We'll monitor that very closely as we continue week to week.
That was the acting president of CFS on his way out of federal bankruptcy court this afternoon. Fred Caruso told the judge that the people working at CFS brought in 10% more money than on an average Monday. That's despite last week's massive layoffs. Caruso also says CFS may be sold soon.
We hope. I mean, there are a lot of people out there, a lot of people kicking the tire, which is usual in these types of situations. And that's really what I have to focus my efforts on over the next 2-3 weeks.
CFS is paying Caruso's firm $750,000 a year to downsize and reorganize CFS. He says that's somewhat below market rate for a job as complex as this one.
A Shakota family is searching for witnesses who saw the tragic crash that killed their baby. Levi Robinson was only 7 days old when his family's life was turned upside down last September. The boy's father says he was driving on Highway 69 south near Shakota when a semi-truck veered into his lane, forcing the family's car off the road and over an embankment. Tim Robinson suffered severe injuries. So did his wife, Tammy. Their 3-year-old daughter was only slightly hurt. But baby Levi was ejected from his car seat and killed. The Robinsons say their loss was especially difficult during the holidays.
It was harder, you know. There was something missing, you know. You get around your family and you prepared that whole year to share, you know, your new son with your family.
The Robinsons believe the trucker caused the wreck, but the trucker denies swerving into their lane. Witnesses stopped the day of the accident, but their names don't appear in the police report. The Robinsons are asking those witnesses to please step forward now to clear up the confusion. If that's you, you're asked to call 587-3161 and ask for Danny Williams. The crash happened again last September 9th at around noon. It was near Shakota on Highway 69 South. As the president's impeachment trial is set to resume on Thursday, it was a day of meetings and planning in Washington. Yesterday, the president filed a brief with the Senate insisting he did not do anything that warrants removal from office. And the Republican prosecutors countered with a brief of their own. But now the White House is being pressured to make the president more available to questions from the media. Reporter Jonathan Freed has that story.
The president has been making a show of staying out in front of the cameras, making his official rounds. And on Tuesday, there was an attempt to show he hasn't lost his sense of humor, kidding the vice president about why he chose him for a running mate.
And I said, I want you to come help me. There are things you know more about than I do. We differ on how many and what they are.
But one thing that has been lost, according to the White House press corps, is closer contact with the president. Journalists are complaining that Mr. Clinton has been inaccessible lately.
Is there a decision here, or has the press operation or others here made a decision that until the impeachment matter is resolved, the president won't get into a back and forth with the press?
No. Late Monday, the Republicans filed a legal brief countering the president's claims that he did not commit impeachable offenses. The White House has slammed it, saying it reads like a cheap novel.
All I can say to you is that they've been full of cute sayings for some time. This is not a cute matter. This is a very serious matter.
And as for the official business in the Senate on Tuesday...
The Senate will come to order. Under the previous order, the Senate stands adjourned.
The next time the Senate comes to order, it will be Thursday afternoon, when the Republicans start presenting their case. Jonathan Freed, CBS News, Washington.
Still ahead, music begins early for some local children.
The shaker does a pie, the shaker does...
Later, find out about Kinder music.
Also coming up, a trip on the fast lane to see what the cars of the future will be like in our Millennium Spirit Report. First, though, here are some election results from around the area.
Here's my idea.
Show my wife the difference a big screen TV makes.
This is what it looks like on a 13-inch TV. They look like little ants. With the 35-inch TV, you're up close and personal. And with the 61-inch big screen, you're right in the action.
Coming after you, Bob.
Bigger is better at Best Buy. Now that's a great idea.
The 10, the 5.
We've gone into overtime, so kick off the new year in a new truck. It's your Oklahoma Ford Dealers 99 Kickoff event. You'll score big on a Ford F-150 Super Cab for only $269 a month. The only complete line of Super Cabs with 4-door standard. And get low 1.9 financing or $1,000 cash back on Ford Ranger, the best-selling compact pickup in Oklahoma. Join the winning team now, because when the game's over, so are the deals. The 99 Kickoff event only at your Ford dealer, home of the #1 selling cars and trucks in Oklahoma.
How could it possibly be that she ran into your son?
Next, Judge Mills Lane, Tuesday at 11:35 p.m. on Channel 6.
Dave's got a rabid football fever.
The mice in the Dunkin' Donuts are spelling out "Go Jets."
Plus, Robert Duvall, Al Franken, and the legendary B.B. King tonight.
It's been extended due to tremendous response and an overcrowded showroom. The interest and payment-free wall-to-wall sellout of last year's inventory at Woodcraft has been briefly extended. Huge shipments of new 99 inventory are pouring in, so Woodcraft is sacrificing the entire 98 inventory, profit or no profit. No interest and no monthly payments for 6 months or 12 months interest-free, your choice. Hurry to this brief extension at Woodcraft, 51st and Sheridan.
More for Tulsa, OSU and TCC. Higher education for the new millennium. More college degrees delivered in Tulsa. More cutting-edge programs. More classes to support your career. OSU and Tulsa Community College make it easy. Take first and second year classes at TCC. Earn junior and senior credit at OSU Tulsa. Then an MBA or PhD. Quality, affordable public education. Now for Tulsa from OSU and TCC.
This Millennial Spirit segment of the News on 6 is sponsored by Tulsa Community College and Oklahoma State University. More for Tulsa. You're watching the News on 6 10 o'clock update. Green Country's most watched 10 o'clock news.
The road to the future is going to be more exciting, with computers becoming the ultimate auto accessory.
In tonight's Millennial Spirit Report, we look at the automobile as we continue down the fast lane to the year 2000.
From the time Henry Ford came up with his first quadricycle in 1896 to the time the Model T rolled off the first line in 1908, there has been a certain thrill and hunger for the power and speed of an automobile.
Their mobility, their freedom. There's not a recognition of what a car means to people. You only have to be without one for a while to recognize how important they are.
83-year-old Zach Troxel with the Antique Horseless Carriage Club of North America remembers one thing in particular about his first ride in a car back in the 30s.
Speed was running. Probably 30 miles an hour maximum.
Cars of the future may look like this, but by the year 2005, you should be getting a lot more than speed out of your car. Changes in your cars will include voice-activated controls, advancements in airbag technology, and adaptive cruise control.
Normally, you can only use the cruise control when you've got lots of open traffic. This will kind of lock us all together like a flock of birds or like a school of fish.
Take a look at what cars of the future look like in the 50s. This is what cars of the future look like today. Ford calls this one the Synergy 2010. The Synergy 2010 will allow you to access your email, the internet, and your voicemail in a heads-up display.
Hi, can you give me a call as soon as you get in, please?
With advancements coming out at such a rapid pace, it looks as though the love affair with the car will continue well into the new millennium.
Great. Now it won't only be the VCR, it'll also be my car. I can't figure out how to start the program.
Now all we need is to get the car to do the driving for us, and we just sit there.
There you go. That's next.
An idea.
Well, still ahead, another world record for Mark McGwire.
Find out how much his 70th home run ball sold for tonight. That's next.
More frigid air headed into Green Country. The question is, will it hang around for the weekend? That forecast next.
You are go for a pizza delivery.
Everybody in the pizza business is looking for a way to deliver oven-fresh pizza. Domino's has a better idea. The Domino's Heatwave, the bag that works like a portable oven for the best tasting Domino's ever. Now get 2 medium pizzas with up to 3 toppings for just $13.99. Domino's, delivering 1 million smiles a day.
Where'd you get the club?
Accounting.
Accounting gave you a club?
Yeah, I made him a deal. Whenever my cell bills are half as much as yours, they give me a club.
Aren't you on the phone all the time?
Yeah, but I have Nextel. My calls are rounded to the second. I pay less.
It's not fair. I want to be rounded to the second.
Wait till I get my putter.
Nextel's 1 second rounding makes ordinary cell phones seem ordinary. And now for a limited time, you can get Nextel phones starting at $99 each.
Put us in touch with your community. Visit our website at KOTV.com.
The first front-wheel drive minivan in America. The first to offer dual sliding doors. The first with roll-out seats. A minivan that since introduction has offered more innovations than any other. The new Dodge has a passion for bringing the future into the present and then making it affordable with $1,000 cash allowance or 1.9 financing on Dodge Caravans. The future is waiting. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you for this limited time offer.
With AT&T Digital One Rate, this isn't just any phone. It's my, hey Rob, how's the powder in Utah phone? My, I'll take the red. No, make that teal phone. My, how are you doing in college phone? My, can you deliver the piano on Tuesday phone? My, Casey scored a goal phone.
The world of wireless has changed. AT&T Digital One Rate. No roaming or long-distance charges across all 50 states. So now AT&T can make your wireless phone your only phone.
You know, it's only once a year that the Men's Warehouse has a sale. But if it's a sale as big as this one, well, once is enough.
It takes a Men's Warehouse sale to beat a Men's Warehouse price.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Stay in touch with Weather Now for an up-to-the-minute image of advanced Doppler 6 radar, current weather conditions, and the 6-day forecast. Visit the Channel 6 website at www.kotv.com.
Some folks took advantage of our warm weather today by heading outside to Tulsa's river parks.
Biking, jogging, and running were all popular, especially considering it's almost the middle of January.
And, Jim, this weather is sort of the gather ye rosebuds while ye may philosophy.
Absolutely, yeah.
That means it's going to get cold, I think, real fast.
I think that was the interpretation of that. I hope you did get out and enjoy today because tomorrow is a different story. The Arctic air is plunging our way. It kind of looks like precip on our radar. Let me tell you a little bit about that. Let's look at NEXRAD. This is Tulsa NEXRAD over the past couple hours. It's kind of a ring, what appears to be a ring of precipitation out here, 70, 80, 90 miles out. But remember, the radar is slightly tilted up, so by the time we get out near 100 miles, we're 5 to 10,000 feet above the ground. We're looking up at the base of that cloud. Nothing showing over Tulsa, but we have this kind of a ring around the area. Now let's go over to Oklahoma City. It shows precip on Tulsa's radar, but when we look at Oklahoma City's radar, it doesn't show precip over the city, but back towards Tulsa, they're showing what appears to be precip. Again, this ring out at about 75 to 100 miles out. And again, the radar is looking up into the base of the cloud around the radar, and we're seeing moisture at the bottom of the cloud. And gradually, that will saturate the air on down, and we'll likely see precip by tomorrow morning, depending on the temperature, whether it's light rain, drizzle, or light freezing rain or light freezing drizzle. I think we'll be cold enough by that time. Let me show you high temperatures around the area today. It was a dandy. 64 degrees in Tulsa, a bit cooler up towards Bonita and Miami, 59 degrees. Mid-60s as we look over towards, the Bristow area, 63 degrees in Stillwater. Down towards Okemah, 65, 66 in McAllister, 65 Eufaula and Stigler. So it was a very warm day, and my friend over in Blackgum at the fire department reported 64 degrees for a high temperature this afternoon. Now, as we continue on and we look at some additional temperatures, right now around the state we're at 51, more than 10 degrees warmer down in McAllister, but look how rapidly temperatures drop off. 40 in Ponca City, 28 degrees in Wichita. And that's the cold front that's moving our way, so our temperature will fall off rather quickly. As a matter of fact, by early tomorrow morning, we'll be down to about 28 in Tulsa, Pryor, about the same in Miami, 33 Muskogee, early morning, 40 in the McAllister area with that light precipitation, so that chance of light freezing drizzle or light freezing rain late night and early morning. Temperatures warming only a degree or two late morning, and then down they go again during the afternoon. By sundown, we'll be down to around 24 degrees in Tulsa, 28 Muskogee, 26 Okmulgee, 29 McAllister, 21 degrees up in the Bartlesville area. Stiff north wind, wind chill temperature down around 0. Right now with clouds and 51, 83% saturated, light wind, rising barometer. 49 and 64, today's temperature range way above the normal range of 24 and 45, but not equal to the record of 73. Look at that record cold this date. 13 below 0 back in 1910. Here's our national satellite. The cold air is dropping our way, but look at the cloud elements moving back to the north up and over that cold air. So as the cold front drops down, we have what we call overrunning, warm air running up and over that cold air at the surface, and that creates the light precipitation. And as temperatures drop to freezing, we could have that wintry mix. Temperatures well below freezing, certainly to the north. 15 below in Bismarck, near 30 below up in Winnipeg. That cold air is dropping our way, and the coldest punch will be off to the south and east. A wintry mess up the Ohio River Valley. A slight chance of a little wintry precip around here even during the afternoon, but chances tapering off. Highs in the 20s and 30s statewide. 28 tonight, only a slight warm up in the morning, dropping temperatures in the afternoon. Gusty north winds, a chance of light rain drizzle or light freezing rain or freezing drizzle into the morning hours, and a slight chance of light freezing drizzle or light snow in the afternoon. A cold Thursday coming up, 16 early morning, 30 for the afternoon. A little warmer Friday at 40, back into the 50s for the weekend, and just a slight chance of flurries now Thursday afternoon or evening. Get up early tomorrow morning, allow a little extra time, and check and see if that wintry precip is in your neck of the woods early.
There she blows again.
And once again, it doesn't take much for the roads to just be horrible. So, all right, thanks you, Jim.
Thanks very much, Jim.
You bet.
It was an amazing feat that is batting in amazing money. When baseball great Mark McGwire hit number 70 out of the park, who would have guessed it would sell for $2.7 million? Well, that's what the ball fetched today at an auction in New York's Madison Square Garden. Auctioneers are calling the baseball the Hope Diamond of sports collectibles.
2.7 mil, 3 million, over 3 million when you add the commission to the auction house. Yep. Perhaps we'll be selling some Michael Jordan memorabilia soon.
Oh, you know we will. You know, on that McGwire thing, what if he hits 71 this year?
Oh, boy.
That guy wasted a lot of money now, didn't he? We're going to talk about McGwire and, of course, Michael Jordan, as you brought up, Paul. The NBA is back, but Michael Jordan won't be. We'll find out what's cooking with Mike. And speaking of Mikes, Mike Wolf joins us from Bedlam in Stillwater. Mike?
Hi, Scott. You know, the Cowboys put forth their lowest point total since 1976, also against the Sooners. We'll have the details of this game tonight when we come back.
The first front-wheel drive minivan in America. The first to offer dual sliding doors. The first with roll-out seats. A minivan that since introduction has offered more innovations than any other. The new Dodge has a passion for bringing the future into the present and then making it affordable with $1,000 cash allowance or 1.9 financing on Dodge Caravans. The future is waiting. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you for this limited time offer.
TCC's played a very vital role in where I am today. Foundationally, TCC has played and continues to play a wonderful role in our company. We have 750 employees that I hope every one of them will go through and become associated with TCC. In our organization, we really value our people, and one way you can help people a lot in the world is to help them get their education. It's a great starting point. It's a great platform, and that's what we really value TCC for.
It's like the service centers are designed around me. I can call ahead and make an appointment or schedule one online. And get this, I can go to any location I want, not just the one where I bought it. Plus the hours are great, and the job's always done on time. It's about as close as you can get to actually enjoying a service experience.
Get the treatment you deserve. Experience the Tulsa Auto Collection.
We need a home equity loan for a car. No closing costs, right?
Right. Just a few minor fees. Let's see. Carry the 2. Right, here we are.
Long distance fee?
For out-of-state approval.
This loan's too big.
Oh, these are just the fees.
Freedom loans from local are fee-free. You're approved locally and may even skip one payment a year.
We really can't afford your fees.
No problem. We have loans for that, too.
Freedom loans, only from local America.
Hello?
Slam your carnivorous cravings with a beefy sauce, 4 cheeses and 4 mega meats.
And over here,
Queso pizza.
That's a pizza.
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 Pizza. Who will win? Jim at $8.99 for meat grinder and $7.99 for queso pizza. They're both good bets. It's a pizza.
Adios, the pizza people. Pray.
For the first time ever, OU and OSU were undefeated in the conference. Entering tonight's Bedlam game in Stillwater, bragging rights were secondary to first place in the Big 12. Mike Wolf joins us live from Stillwater with the Skinny. Hello, Mike.
Hi, Scott. You know, we build this as OSU's perimeter game against the Sooners' front line, and judging by what OSU shot for the game, 28%, that kind of tells you what happened. Let's show you what happened here tonight at Gallagher-Iba Arena. Trying to penetrate the zone, the Cowboys had trouble. Eddie Sutton's club, Alex Weber, goes inside, and Ryan Humphrey, the Tulsa product, blocks his shot early on. Then on the other end of the floor, Alex Spalding gets the offense going, knocking down the three as OU scores the first 8 points of the game. Later, Eduardo Nahara with a one-hander in the paint makes it 14-3 Sooners. Pokes put up just 3 points in the first 10 minutes. Then at the 4-minute mark, Glendon Alexander hits the tray to cut their deficit to 7. But 3 straight OU threes by Michael Johnson. As he says, school starts at 9 a.m., boys, and bring your number 2 pencil in Atkins and Gottlieb's face. And it was 28-16 after a 9-0 run at the half. Second half, Frederick Janssen with the steal. He leaves it for Joe Atkins, who has a wide open 3, and he buries it. He and Alexander combined to sink 5 straight from behind the arc to pull the Sooners within 3, the Pokes rather. But the Sooners answer with a 7-0 run. They get their first win in this building in 7 years. 54-43 was the final. And Scott, joining me now is one of the stars of the Sooners, Ryan Humphrey. And you didn't score any points tonight, but you were very intimidating in the inside.
Coming into this game, I said the coaching staff did an excellent job of preparing me for the double team. And I said Oklahoma State did a good job on double teaming, but I say our guards knocked the shots down.
You guys came in here, haven't won since Kelvin's been coach of the Sooners, and you really took them out of their game early on.
I say it was a team effort, and it's like when one person's not playing good, everybody else steps up. I have to commend our guards for their excellent play on shooting the ball and defense.
And how does this feel, 4-0 in the Big 12?
It feels lovely, and now I think if we can win this game up in Cincinnati, we'll be a top 10 team.
All right, Ryan, thanks a lot. Thanks. Good job. Ryan Humphrey, 0 points tonight, but 7 boards and a couple of blocks as they win it by 11, Scott. They're 4-0 in the Big 12 tie with Kansas.
All right, Mike, lowest point total in the post-Star Wars era. We appreciate it very much. Interesting year for the NBA. That was Paul. And Terry, is that your line, Paul? Paul. First, the lockout, and now Michael Jordan retiring. Jordan will make it official tomorrow in Chicago, and neither he nor the Bulls would confirm that announcement. Jordan was upset when the Bulls all but forced Coach Phil Jackson to resign last year. Mike said he wouldn't play for another coach and even called new coach Tim Floyd Pink Floyd at one point. The greatest player in basketball history will be missed.
We know what he did on the basketball court, but off the court, Michael did a great job of setting the right example for younger players, for the community, and everybody.
I can say he beat everybody to win a championship. And we can't say we beat Mike. Nobody can say they beat Mike to win a championship.
The Irish took a shot at number 1 tonight. Notre Dame at Connecticut. Huskies play beat the clock. Khalid El-Amin racks up a 3 at the buzzer. 54-33 UConn at the half. But wait, there's more. Second half, after the pick, El-Amin goes upstairs to Kevin Freeman and friends. Huskies chew on the Irish 101-70. Elsewhere, Tubby Smith's gang hosting Kentucky tonight. The final score, well, they're in the second, actually. Slow-moving game. Tennessee leading by 3 at Kentucky. Iowa has knocked off Ohio State. Back east, it's Providence over Syracuse, and Steve Robinson's Florida State team beat Clemson tonight. Well, OU football fans worried about recruiting can relax a little. OU is playing catch-up in a hurry, and today the Sooners got a commitment from Jinx receiver and defensive back Matt McCoy. McCoy chose OU because the Sooners want him on offense, while other schools are thinking defense with McCoy. Verbal commitments, by the way, are non-binding. Signing day is February 3rd. They were really digging their work in Stillwater today. OSU broke ground on its new $51 million athletic complex. It will include a weight room and academic center. They'll double the size of Gallagher-Iba Arena and add luxury suites that connect the arena to Lewis Field.
This is a big step in our history. This is going to be a marvelous facility. Of course, it's taken a long time to get to this point, but this is really a great day in the history of Oklahoma State.
Hopefully a place they can score more points in, maybe next time, too. Wow.
The force was with the Sooners tonight.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're on
Thanks
a
very
roll.
much,
Thanks,
Scott.
Scott. Just ahead, a musical lesson for the young.
We'll be right back.
For more than 50 years, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance has been a friend of families all across Oklahoma. We serve the people who are the heart of Oklahoma. At work, at play, on the farm, or in the city. Through generations. Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is there for you. All-around coverage, all around Oklahoma.
Bob, you're restocking housewares. Surely you're on register 8, you in the yellow. You know what to do.
We're rolling back prices all over the store to save you even more. Always low prices, always Walmart.
Aardvark, biplane, Eiffel Tower. What can you do with $2? How about getting 2 sandwiches at McDonald's? 2 big beefy quarter pounders with cheese for $2, or 2 morning fresh bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits for $2. 2 great sandwiches, $2. Did somebody say McDonald's?
Does Dr. Barnes iMart Express guarantee the lowest prices?
I've shopped the competition, and they have the best prices in town.
At Dr. Barnes iMart Express, brand name frames start at only $59.95, or choose 2 complete pair from the designer styled collection for $98.61. And Dr. Barnes iMart Express can custom make your eyeglasses in about 1 hour.
I think the prices are excellent, and I haven't seen prices better anywhere else.
Dr. Barnes iMart Express, Tulsa, Sand Springs, Muskogee, and Broken Arrow.
Start the new year by stopping at Rapid Brake and Muffler for their incredible $19.99 brake offer. Brake pads or shoes with a lifetime guarantee, just $19.99 per axle installed. You can always count on Rapid for expert service and lowest prices guaranteed on brakes, mufflers, shocks, and struts. And $19.99 is the year and the price for lifetime brake pads or shoes at any of your 6 Tulsa locations.
Rapid Brake and Muffler, we fix it fast, we fix it right.
An international music and movement program for children is gaining popularity in Tulsa.
News at 6 education reporter Michelle Lowry takes us to a kinder music class.
Pure joy is the best way to describe a child enjoying music.
Children will make music when they're doing anything. They will sing about anything and make up songs. And if the parents encourage it and sing around their children, then it will help their children be musical as well. Let's wave hello to Brandon.
Music is the vehicle, but kinder music is not supposed to make every child a musician. The activities are designed to help with language development, social skills, and creativity. Amanda Oburn says it's working for her 20-month-old son, Brandon.
Oh, I think it's been great for him. It really helps him release energy, and he's learned to play better with kids, too, since he's been here.
The shaker goes up high.
The activities nurture the bond between parent and child and may actually help the child grow smarter.
Research on how the brain works shows music, dance, the visual arts, and creative writing all help the brain develop and perform better.
Kinder music began in Germany 30 years ago. Now there are certified teachers offering classes all over the U.S. and in 20 foreign countries. Kane's classes in Tulsa range in cost from about $7 to $11 each, depending on the child's age. There are different songs and activities for children from birth through 7 years old. No matter whether music makes children smarter or more creative or better behaved, it sure is fun. Michelle Lowry, the News on 6.
For more information, you can contact kinder music teacher Jennifer Kane by calling 294-9149.
Well, that is so cute, but they're singing a sad song over in the weather department.
Yes, we are. We're talking about colder air moving in tonight. It's going to be in the 20s all day tomorrow. Could see a little light wintry precipitation tomorrow morning, so do get up just a little bit early. No guarantee on the wintry precip, but the chance is there. Cold air, that's just about a lead pipe cinch. Get ready for it.
All right, we will. Thanks very much, Jim. And that's our time. Thank you for yours.
Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Good night.